Amidst rising unemployment figures and company bailouts, the one bright spot left in the economic downturn appears to be agriculture. We found evidence of that at the nation's largest indoor farm machinery show in Louisville, Kentucky, which drew record attendance. For 4 days now, we have been interviewing both companies and growers in the business of farming. So what have we heard?
One implement manufacturer described it as the year of the serious shopper. He reported that last year's customers wanted to know what's new and what does it cost. This year, customers started asking the hard questions like, when can I take delivery? What kind of horsepower will I need? And how much more ground will I be able to cover? Some manufacturers reported that up until last fall, a lot of business came from overseas, like Russia and the Ukraine. This year, those markets have died, but sales coming from the States should still be strong. And it was clear that growers had money in the bank. Those attending the show were serious about buying.
It used to be that new metal got all the attention at farm shows, but commercial farmers attending this year's show had one thing on their mind: technology. Technology is being embedded in everything from seed to equipment. Growers are saying that technology is the best way to stay profitable and efficient as their farm size expands. One example is the Intelligent Combine. GPS guidance plus sensors are being added to headers to help drivers stay on the row, even in downed corn.
Another example is by-the-row control for planters and sprayers. TrueCount, which we reported on last year, is now becoming the norm on new planters for providing automatic row unit shutoff to save on seed. TrueCount does this pneumatically by air. This year we saw another company, Ag Leader, do it electronically. So we're seeing more ways to control individual row units to place the exact amount of seed, fertilizer, and chemical in exactly the right spot in the field. We're also seeing more sophisticated software. Companies like FarmLogic offer web-based record-keeping systems that can be accessed with the smartphone. We expect to see even more software applications like this go online.
In the iron category, bigger continued to be the trend. Manufacturers pushed size limits again. Growers say they need that extra capacity to cover more crop acres without increasing manpower. The most obvious example of bigger is the John Deere 48-row planter with a record 120-foot width. It will require a large crop operation to make its steep price tag of $345,000 pay off. Case IH also went extra wide with their new 90-foot planter. To help maneuver the massive implement in transport, they designed a rear steerable axle. On planters, the air seed delivery systems now seem standard for fast and precise delivery of seed to the row. All this big equipment needs big tires to support the weight. We saw plenty of high-volume radios displayed.
Combines are getting larger and more powerful as farmers upsize from Class 6 to Class 7, 8, and 9. Class 9, which is the largest, is now offered by 3 companies: New Holland, Case IH, and Kloss. High-capacity grain wagons transport the grain that's harvested. Balzer exhibited a 2,000-bushel wagon with a 24-inch auger that empties the tank in a couple of minutes.
Then, to efficiently transfer grain into a bin, grain augers have gotten faster and more efficient. The new Flex Auger by Westfield has a double-joint design, so it can be easily repositioned under a semi to reach both hoppers. The grain stored in bins can now be monitored and managed remotely with new web-based control systems. The new Bin Manager control system monitors bin temperature and moisture along with outside conditions. It then automatically controls fans to maintain optimum grain storage.
With equipment getting bigger, it is tougher to navigate. This calls for camera observation systems, which are mounted on farm equipment to eliminate blind spots and improve visibility. Demand for high horsepower tractors, whether four-wheel drives or row crops, continues to grow. AGCO Corporation recently launched several new lines of tractors under the Challenger, AGCO, and Massey Ferguson brands. So did McCormick and Versatile.
This is just a partial list of the new equipment shown at the National Farm Machinery Show. To find out more, check out the other videos on our website.